So that progress is very limited because it does not give you freedom in a higher form. You can use the progress, you can use the physical progress for something higher, or you may also not do that. That is up to you. And the progress in the intellectual field, in the mental sphere, that is something that people say, oh, you know, when I learn something and I know how to do something, no one can take it away from me. It's almost true, but not really. Because everyone who's gone to school and has passed examinations knows that all the things that we learn, if we do not continue to practice them and apply them, and in a way reinforce the learning regularly, we begin to forget them. So what we struggle so hard to learn and to acquire vanishes. And also, it may just vanish due to illness. Maybe memory will be lost. There are different situations in which the learning that we have acquired just begins to evaporate from our minds or leave us. So intellectual progress that comes in the form of learning or understanding things, if it's based on intellectual understanding, it's also not such a permanent type of progress, because it comes and also it goes away. It can be like the physical progress, it can be used for something higher, and that's its real use. But per se, it leaves us in the same state of bondage. There are many intellectuals, intelligent people in the world who know and understand many things, but they live unhappily all the same. So to progress intellectually is not enough in order to become free from bondage, in order to liberate the mind. It is a very important step, but it's not the ultimate step. For example, we can say that somebody learns that it is not right to take things from others. Most people learn in childhood it's not right to take without asking, or to take from others. What is not yours, you should not take it. And one should not steal. One learns it. And one can even appreciate the meaning of that, because of course social life and social interaction needs to be based on some principles, on some ideals. However, under a state, in a situation, under the pressure of extreme need, one may feel the urge to take. It's easy if you don't need something, because you can provide all the things that you need for your life, for yourself, but then it becomes difficult when you don't have them. If somebody is so poor that they cannot feed their children, then it may become difficult to not steal. But, or under the pressure of, say somebody has enormous greed, and that person is offered an opportunity to earn a lot of money very easily, then they may let go of what they learned. They learned that stealing, taking is not good, but now they start thinking it's okay actually. So intellectual understanding is not enough to free us. We need something higher than that. And now we come to the spiritual progress. Now, spiritual progress means, for example, in this case, not just to understand that it is not proper to take from others and to practice that. Not just that. But spiritual progress comes when you can say, no matter what, the thought of taking from others just does not come to my mind. When you're free from the idea of taking from others, then you're liberated from that tendency. It was not enough to know it intellectually. It comes up to a point that you need to realize it. I don't feel, oh, why should I take a bribe? I don't feel an attraction for the things that this money can buy me anyway. I don't need it. That is progress. That is real progress. So we conclude that while physical progress and mental progress are great necessities in life, they can be valuable to the extent in which they support our movement towards spiritual progress. Because without that spiritual dimension, progress just, it's done, something gets done and gets undone. Something gets built and gets destroyed. Something gets learned and gets unlearned. So what binds all together is the spiritual realm. Now, the transformation that humanity expresses from the animal world in a physical sense, in a visible sense, is that human beings are able to walk erect, whereas other creatures are not able to do it in the same way. But that walking was learned early in life, and there were two factors that caused the learning situation. One was the internal predisposition to walking. There comes a time, a biological time in the young child when there is a desire to walk. But if that child is left with non-human creatures, is abandoned to non-human creatures in the situation in which that child grows with no contact with human beings, and does not see somebody walking erect, and does not have a person who encourages the child to stand up. Come, yes, very good, you've done it. Don't cry. If that factor is not there, then the learning will not take place, despite of the fact that there is a momentum that wants to express that new dimension of existence. So these two things, these two factors are present. There is an inner predisposition, an inner longing, and there is something that comes from that is provided. There is something that is provided. Well, the universe provides it. To find spiritual freedom, if we need to explore the spiritual dimension of life and complete our existence, fulfill our existence, we need a similar type of situation on the spiritual level as happened to us when we learn to walk and we learn to talk.